Welcome back to another installment of Panzer Campaigns, Tunisia 43. It's raining. My dog is freaking out. I do have a couple of units left over to move from US 2nd Corps, so I'm just checking that out right now. I think I want to put you up on this hill. And here, why don't we put you over here where you could intercept on this trail. These are tank destroyer units, so they're not going to do much, but I'm just using them right now as kind of an early warning system. It's probably not a good way to use tank destroyer units in the case that I run into tanks. I haven't been seeing a lot more of them over here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and take myself up on it, and yeah, if I put my unit into travel mode, I'll be able to get them up this hill, I think, but don't think I'll be able to get them out of travel mode, which could be fine. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much. This is the 18th. This is also the 18th. Let me make sure I've moved all of my units. It's from the 16th. You can go over here. Is this a regiment where I am missing a 16th? No. He's all the way back here. No. I'm looking for my 18th regiment, right? 1, 2. Oh, he's all the way back here. Dang. Alright, well, that answers that question. Get my headquarters unit up a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that rain. I imagine that you can, so sorry about that. It's just the weather. Not enough to get up this hill. Okay, so Tabor continues to be well, a big objective. The 78th Infantry from the British First Army is they're really taking a long time to get to where they're going, but they are making progress. They finally kind of, I feel like, cracked the nut and are engaging heavily. Probably the wrong term. The problem that I'm having over here is that I don't have enough units to cover Peter's Corner. Peter's Corner. And the Axis forces are counterattacking in Peter's Corner, so I need to get that kind of sorted out. I'm going to move you back over here. I'm doing kind of a withdraw. And shoot up these 88s. Fatigue. Can I get the disruption? Got a gun. I'll take that. I perhaps should not have engaged with this recon unit, though I did get the disruption that I was looking for, so that's a winner. I want to make sure as much as possible that when I'm bringing my infantry across this stream here, which I believe is part of the Tyne River, flows into the Meje-Da River. If I can keep them in travel mode, they'll get across this gap much quicker, but yeah, see, like that. Problem is being in travel mode. Still, that is faster. Okay. This unit also okay. These guys are gonna rest. I'll bring my excuse me, my AT guns. Put you here so that you're out of the way. You here. This unit is still going to rest, so is this unit. Honestly, probably, yeah, this unit should have rested as well. Well, I gotta keep moving forward, though. Alright, let me get you next. You. And we'll put up. Yeah, we'll just move the engineers out of travel mode. Okay, so I still have a lot of fatigue on these guys. This over here is also in the area of the 78th, but arguably the 4th should be taking care of this. Oh, excuse me. I got my mute button before I had to sneeze, so that's a good one for me. Wait, let me make a note of the time. Okay. The 4th in combination with the 25th ought to be able to take care of this counterattack, but these machine gunners wouldn't be terrible, although they are out of command. They're detached. I forget what all detached does, but they're detached. So, 36th Infantry Brigade, where's your headquarters unit? Over here. Here. Yes. Now, for this unit, though, that is, 11th Infantry Brigade. Yeah, he's all the way across the river. So, I'm going to start moving this machine gunner back-ish. Shouldn't have taken you out of travel. I don't even know if I should do that, because, like, I feel like he'd be more valuable over here right now. Okay. Well, we moved him. And I'm going to leave this recon car here. I'd like to take advantage of this trench. I shouldn't forget I still have work to do over here as well. Okay. This should not be too much more of a problem. Hopefully. They did shoot my guys up pretty bad. But I can volley and assault up this hill. Got the disruption. And I think I'm going to assault with this engineer up the hill as well. Now this is a good example of what I was talking about, and it'll make me look like a fool if I'm wrong. So here I've got these two infantry battalions that already volleyed once. They're going to go up the hill. And the engineer that has not volleyed, he's going to go up the hill. And as you can see, all three units are out of movement points, and I got an extra volley out of the infantry. Man, it is really pouring right now. I'm going to check how bad that is on the recording. Alright, so I waited for the rain to let up. I've got my assault taken care of here. And I have a scout car. I've pretty much got a surround on them here. Let's see. If I move these units up, am I going to have enough left to assault with? Oh, my AT gun's over here. These men are disrupted and isolated. I'm just considering my different options for how I want to approach this next part of Peter's Corner. Should I be attacking the... I'll go for the tank killers here. Yeah. Alright. That was devastating. Okay. Honestly, even though it's taken like 30 turns, I feel good about having reduced these paratroopers so much by just shelling them forever. Now, I'm just thinking, I'm going to go ahead and assault here. It's not ideal, but it was effective. I think. I guess we'll see how it goes. Next up, we are going to have to dislodge this bunker, which I'm not looking forward to. And I'm going to start that with these AT guns. And start pouring on some firepower. These guys are already weakened. I think actually the assault is going to be the way to go. It's a lot of assault. Got him. Done. Alright, and that frees up all my tanks. So let's get that popping. Let's see. Looking at this from an operational perspective, okay. Let's... Yeesh. It's terrible terrain. Okay, you're here. Put you up here. I still need to move the rest of the 78th. No, I did that already. Okay. Sorry. Lots of chits. Or whatever they're called. Cards. Let me... Let's see here. So that was all still going on. Get you moved. Which are you? Come on. Aye. Just go ahead and move some of these HQ units up in the right direction, preferably. Oh yeah, all these tanks are still down here. Wonder if I should go ahead and wheel them around. They're counterattacking in a lot of places over here. So, one vehicle at a time. Put them in this trench line. Because they do receive a bonus from the trench. I'm going to move this infantry. I'll split them. I feel like that's safe. Let me split them in half. Fine, yes. Into the bunker. Okay. Now, you here. There's a lot of dependencies on my movement. Let's go ahead and keep moving the 4th. I feel like I have a real soft spot here. And just spread too thin. I don't have enough infantry. Let's move these tanks. Okay, these tanks here. Can either of these guys... Yes, they can. There's a pretty big gun over here, so I want to be careful about that. Let me go ahead and start an attack over here. It's a small company size unit. Ah, crap. Anyways. see if I can nail this gun. I got one. Which unit is this? This is part of the 4th. Part of my problem is that it's hard to move in this direction. Get up on this trench line. Widening this out, what I'd like to have is pressure from the 4th in this direction and pressure from the 78th in this direction, but I don't have enough units. However, once I reduce this bunker, that'll free up a lot of units to come this way, so it kind of leaves me in the same predicament, which is that I need to protect this flank while also moving the 4th, basically. Let's see what else I've got over here. Let's get these tanks going. We'll at least be able to move these tanks. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I can separate this roughly by tanks and infantry. They've got nothing but infantry, but yeah, okay, that's looking a little bit better. I've got tanks. We can combine some of these tank units and form a front over here. The 25th Armored Brigade to the rescue. Actually, they do have a couple of hard targets over here. So that'll be good fodder for my scout cars. Let's see. Anything else? Yes, as a matter of fact. Things else. These are the Shermans. American tanks. Okay. What else do I have? Yeah, we can move this unit up. Move that, and that will be good for me. Let me check my recording time right quick. So, let's call that 10. Yeah. Sorry. I do have these units over here as well. I think that if I can get this infantry over to this hill, that would be pretty cool, because that would interdict anything that tries to come down this road. They'd still be able to move past, but at least I'd get volley fire on them. I need to make a note to recombine this unit. 177, 38, recombine 2-4 camps, /128 from the 46th. Yeah, okay. Got all that, and now I'm on to killing more Panzers. Let's go ahead and get that popping. Probably focus on some of the weaker ones first. Defensive fire, no effect. Everybody's shooting with not a lot of stuff happening. Here. Goutwood. I think I'll take over this trench line here. Start shooting at this We have got a lot of artillery over here. It's exposed. Okay. You do not have visibility, but you will. I've got nothing but infantry over here. There's my... I've got tanks. Okay, I figure let's volley at these guys. I'm having some effect. It's not ideal. I'm gonna assault. Vehicles. Yeah, that was really good. Okay. We'll probably do that next time. This is my turn before night turn, I remember. So, let's see here. Can I get... No. I can't cut off their retreat. But 8 vehicles here. Decisions. I want to move the scout car out of here. He's in range of that Panzer up here. It's got a range of 2, probably. Not exactly a great new position, but at least I won't take defensive fire as I'm attacking over here. So next up, we're going to move these tanks up the hill. And, oh, I can pin them this way. No, I cannot. Yeesh. Yeesh. They're whooping my ass. Don't have enough hard range. Got the disruption on that gun, though, and that artillery piece. Let's kill some tanks. As usual, I don't have enough infantry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Deploy this artillery piece. Yeah, we're in a slightly tricky spot over here. Don't have enough to finish moving that. Okay. So we're going to volley with all 3 of these. Cannot. No hard attack range on these guys. Interesting. So that's an important distinction between the 46th and the 6th Armored. The infantry from the 46th has hard attack value, but the infantry from the 6th Armored does not. Okay. Ooh, that was a good hit. I remember when I was reading about this in this campaign, they talked about how the bazooka had been introduced during the Tunisian campaign for the first time. So that's kind of interesting. What else? I think that is it for the 6th Armored and the... I've got more infantry up here. My scout car Actually, why don't we put you up here too? You've got hard attack range, or hard attack value. Yeah, that wasn't great. So, done there. Now on to the 7th and the paratroopers. 7th is over here. Let's clear this minefield. Get these... I think what I need to do here is go in like for a crazy assault. Can I do that? I think I can. Would be combined arms, I think. Combined arms penalty. Okay. Probably shouldn't be assaulting with these engineers. They have less than half strength. So let's go for this assault. Did get a combined orb penalty. 118 men. Devastating. Now, here I come with 2 battalions facing off against their company size units. Let's see. Okay, so let's start with this artillery piece. Ow. Artillery pieces are no joke. And this is, honestly, this is a stupid move here. I'm not going to get anything. Okay. Let's fire on these mechanized. I got the disruption. I would really like to take this hill. Maybe I can. This is slightly risky, but I think it's the right move. We'll see if it plays out. Did not. Disrupted. I'm gonna go for it. The assaults were successful, but we didn't get through. Probably could have included these cars, but here we are. Yeah. Okay. Next, I've got these mechanized infantry over here, so let's start working that problem. I've got tanks. Ugh. Put you here. You guys have soft range. So let me, I'm gonna do it this way. Boop. Oh, I'm not looking at the right hex overlay. Roadblock here, and yeah, I think that'll be the right move. Yes, and yes. Shot from each of these tanks. It's a good one, 13 kills. What else, what else? don't see any hard targets around, so let's spread out my AT guns a little bit. This is my... Oh, I should be making sure that I'm putting these in the right position to be with their parent unit. It's 102nd. Let's look. Yeah, we're kind of all over the place anyways. So let's go ahead with putting you up here on the river, and we'll move the large unit over here as well. Okay. So annoyed at this single AT gun, this single AA unit. Broke it, at least. Alright, there it goes. Cancel the assault. Okay. So, let's see, what else do I have over here? Not much. I want to move this artillery. I want to move the divisional HQ. Let's get you over here. Again, we're really spread out. Good. I think that's fine for the 7th Armored, and for the 1st coming up the hill. Okay, yeah, that's great. So now we have AT coverage. Put you here. That was not the right place. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't love that. Paid for it. Put you up here. Deploy. Keep my HQ units behind the hill. And let's go ahead and move you, engineer. Yeah, we should be able to do that, right? Okay. Ooh. We'll dig in with that engineer unit next turn. Good. Infantry. Good. Infantry. Alright. Alright. And done. Got some more movement over here. Might as well move you up closer to the front. Put you maybe here. Okay. And more infantry. Got artillery. Got more infantry. The scout car is resting. And we can get the surround on this unit. Yeah. Still has a way out. I should have just assaulted. I'm gonna assault. Annoying. This machine gunner can't really do anything, but I have this unit pinned now. And I have my AT guns in a trench, so that's always nice. He won't be able to get through. Okay. Start moving the rest of my units in this direction. Whoops. Interception. We can go ahead and start moving our artillery too. So HQ unit, Moroccans. Let's see. Isolated. This is going to be a mess. Alright, here comes this assault from the Moroccans. They're good assaulters. Yeah. Then we'll volley fire for the rest. Okay. No effect on the volley fire. And here comes with my machine guns. We're gonna go for an assault here. Got them surrounded. Sight. Let's go for this assault. Yeah. Maybe I can kill this unit. My guys are all low ammo, fuel, disrupted. Okay, I am continuing to move the Moroccans in the northeast direction, and I think that is it for the First Army. I got the engineers over here, so they'll be able to assault next turn, and good. Now, so let's get you over here. Bring this darn scout car over. The Royal Dragoons, or the 4th Armored Brigade with the Royal Infantry and everything, they're relegated to hunting this stupid disrupted unit in the rear line. If I sound bitter. Okay, I've got AT guns to fire at this tank, so that's always fun. I got the disruption. They're returning fire. We got a gun. Returning fire. We got fatigue. We got a few of their vehicles, so that is good. They have lots more. So here, I wanted to go ahead and get this tank unit up there, but I didn't have infantry support. Both my machine gunners are low ammo, so that sucks, but yeah, we got a few kills. Take my recon unit, I think here, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll volley at them. See, I still don't control this crossroads, so there's no point in putting this unit in travel mode unless Let's go for the assault. Well, yeah, let's see here. Okay, let's fire these tanks. They have low hard attack value, but kind of like, Let's go ahead with the assault here. Got it. And what I think I might be able to do, so basically what I'm thinking is how I can maximize the movement of this infantry battalion, and I think I can do something about that, which is put these guys in transport mode. No, that did not help the situation. Actually, it kind of did, yeah. They can't move together. They can move apart, and that does let me get a little bit further. Just a little bit, but yeah. Same with you. I want you up here. And where's your sister unit? It's all over the place. So we've got these guys on the trucks. Moving all of the Highlanders up this middle lane here, and segmenting them from the Indian Division, though it's more of a pincher, it's looking like. So I'll move the Highlanders up here in this direction to cut off these tanks in combination with the friendly assistance from the 1st Army, 1st Infantry Division. Okay, what else? I think that is mostly it for that half. And then, ooh, well, this unit's disrupted, but let's see here. I'm not going to be able to assault with okay. Keeping the 201st Guards Motorized Brigade group together. I just like saying 201st Guards Motorized Brigade group. Let's get the Highlanders in that direction. I highly doubt that there's anything left over here. I'm going to call that area secure. Now, as far as what to do. Well, these guys are going up the hill. Okay. They return fire with no effect. I can get up this hill here. Not enough left over to come out of travel, but my main thing here is that, like, this unit's pinned, and I don't want to lose that pin, but I also want to take advantage of the disruption. I'm going to continue moving up in this direction. I'm going to assault here. The only direction that he would be able to go is towards this broken HQ, and they're hemmed in there from the rough terrain. So, as expected, I was successful, and then I'm going to volley at them from an elevated position. I don't expect he'll be able to do much about that, but it is going to take some time to sort it out. Let's see here. See if I can maybe move this unit to a position that will prevent him from going anywhere. Can't really. It's too bad. Okay. Alright, so that's it for the Highlanders, I think. Yeah, we'll call that good. Now on to the 50th. What a bunker nightmare I'm having. No effect. Alright, they are isolated now, so I'm going to go ahead and assault with everything that I have. That was a successful assault. We eliminated that HQ unit. Let's go again. Another successful assault. They're greatly reduced. They did disrupt a couple of my guys off of that, but gotta do it to them. Move this artillery. I'll just put them right over here and call that good. Now I have this broken HQ, so let's go ahead and we'll assault with both of these units from L Force. Just take this out. Good. Volley fire on this HQ. Got the disruption. These units are resting. This unit, I guess, yeah, I can shoot at them with this infantry with my machine gunners, so I'll take advantage of that. Alright, next up these, let's see if I can't do something like this. Hit these guns. I got the disruption, so now we're going to go in for the assault. Combined arms, or combined org penalty, and I'm going to go ahead and assault with all three of these. Good. Destroyed them. So now I can move these guys back here. Oops, one at a time. Okay. Keep you together. And the tanks from the New Zealanders. So we've got at least semblance of a line here. These poor paratroopers. I say poor, I mean, I do want to kill them. Doing some recon. Found a broken unit. Okay. Ah, spotted. Let me make a note of that. Which is this? 233.99. Entrenched infantry. This is part of the Ramok division, Ramok. So let's move back a little. Put you. See what we got here. Nothing. Move up this way. More. My Steam pop-up is ruining my note. Entrenched infantry. I should start maybe keeping these together by like organizational structure. This is an AT gun. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I moved all the 50th, the you can get up here. And you can come this way. And get this artillery nice and tight. Nothing else should be coming on this road. Probably. What is your range? Yeah, I'd rather get you to a spot that I want you to be at. So we'll go ahead and put you over here, and that gets me range on both of those entrenched positions, which the... which the New Zealand division will be taken care of. So let's go ahead, and I want to finish this in one stroke. So got the disruption. We'll go ahead, I think, with the assault then. Let me fire my, my machine guns. Soften these guys up a little bit more. Yeah, they're screwed. We'll just take a single... Let's do these engineers. No, keep the engineers out of it. Protect your engineers whenever you can. Good. Alright, so that's done. We can move this unit out of the way. And then we can get everybody on the trucks. So let's... Can I move here? No. I can move here. Here, here, here. I knew that was a risk. They got a vehicle. Dang. With the objective of cutting off this road. Okay. This unit also has some movement points left. I knew that was a risk. They got another vehicle. So I need my infantry loaded up here. Start with the engineers that are already on the road. Put you here. Get you here. And you can go here. And then I'll take my AT gun. We'll move you last. Let's see here. Put you up here. Get these guys embarked. Don't have enough movement points really to get them to where I want them, but let's see. He does not have visibility here, so I'm going to move you. Let me double check myself. Okay. You can see right up this hill, but you can't see across that plateau, that little plateau. So I should be safe to move. Yeah. Thinking. Let's go for it. Let's be decisive. Now, if I put this unit, they're motorized, so I don't think that they'll be able to get much farther if they are in travel mode. So let's just move them up this way. These engineers here. There's another one of my AT guns. We'll put you here. Yeah, you can actually deploy from here. I think I'll keep them in travel mode. HQs, keep up. Move that. So here goes this bunker. Ridiculous amount of firepower aimed at this bunker. Feels good, but no effect. I got the disruption, and they're isolated. Good night. "44 men. How many more could they have?" Enough, apparently. Okay, let's see. That's annoying. I was hoping to take that bunker this turn. Not today. Okay. Oh, come on. How many of these guys left? Crap. Alright, I'm gonna put these guys on foot. In truth, I didn't really feel like my mobility... Ugh. Gotta chase this guy forever. Gosh darn it. I can block him with my HQ, but if he becomes undisrupted, it'll rock me. Ugh. So annoying. So I'm gonna make a note to myself. 24, 110. Move recon unit south to block broken units. I don't know, maybe I placed too much stock in capturing broken units, but yeah, I don't know. They seem very disruptive when they're not dealt with. Okay, I've got a couple guns in travel mode that were careless. Here's some soft attack. Oof. Yeah, I got you. Good. Pen this gun. My tanks are on a rampage. And we'll strike as far as we can. Tip of the spear. Okay, keep moving my headquarters units up. And my HQ. Okay. Move these engineers south too to try to deal with these darn broken unit. Okay. That is, I think, going to be it for this video. I am going to cycle through all of my units. When I start my next video, I will be running the turn and we'll proceed from there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next installment.